Hello and welcome, I'm Sarah. And today we're going to talk about a superpower that many of you might not even realize you have, shyness. In a world that often celebrates the loudest person in the room, it's easy to feel like being shy is a disadvantage, especially at work. But what if I told you that your quiet nature is actually a secret weapon? Stick around because we're about to unlock the quiet genius within you and show you how to not just survive, but thrive in your professional life. Let's start by busting a huge myth. Shyness is not the same as being introverted, lacking confidence, or being antisocial. Shyness is often a response to social situations, a feeling of unease or apprehension around others. It's a trait, not a flaw. Think about some of the most brilliant minds in history. People like Albert Einstein and Charles Darwin were known for their quiet, reserved natures. They weren't commanding every room they walked into, but their impact was monumental. Your value isn't measured by your volume. So what are these hidden talents I'm talking about? First up, exceptional listening skills. While others might be busy planning what they're going to say next, shy individuals are often incredible listeners. You naturally absorb information, catch nuances others miss, and truly understand the perspectives of your colleagues and clients. This makes you an amazing team player and problem solver. You're not just hearing, you're processing. This deep listening builds trust and rapport, making people feel genuinely heard and valued. Next, let's talk about the power of observation. Because you're not always at the center of the conversation, you have a front row seat to the dynamics of the workplace. You notice the subtle body language, the unspoken tensions, and the emerging patterns that fly right over everyone else's heads. This unique vantage point gives you incredible insight. You can anticipate problems before they escalate and identify opportunities that others overlook. You are the strategic observer, the person who sees the whole chessboard, not just the next move. Another superpower is deep, focused thinking. Shy people often spend more time in their own heads, and that is a fantastic place to be for creativity and innovation. You're less likely to be swayed by groupthink or the loudest opinion. Instead, you take the time to reflect, analyze, and come up with well-thought-out ideas. When you finally do speak up, what you say is often incredibly insightful and impactful because it's been carefully considered. Your contributions might be less frequent, but they carry more weight. Now you might be thinking, Sarah, that all sounds great, but how do I actually use these strengths when I feel terrified to even speak in a meeting? That's the key question, and it's all about strategy. You don't need to change who you are. You just need to find your own way to shine. Let's tackle the most dreaded of all work activities, the meeting. Instead of putting pressure on yourself to speak up on the spot, prepare in advance. Read the agenda, do your research, and jot down 2 or 3 key points you want to make. Having your thoughts organized will give you a huge confidence boost. When you have a point to share, you're not just speaking for the sake of it, you're adding real value. And here as a pro tip, you don't always have to be the first one to speak. Use your listening skills. Wait for a natural pause in the conversation, and then you can say something like, building on what David said, I was thinking. Or, that's an interesting point, and it made me consider. This frames your contribution as a thoughtful addition rather than an interruption. Another powerful tool for shy professionals is written communication. If you find face-to-face interactions draining, leverage your writing skills. After a big meeting, send a follow-up email summarizing your thoughts or proposing a solution you didn't get to share. This shows you were engaged and gives you a platform to express your ideas in a comfortable, controlled way. Well-crafted emails, detailed reports, and insightful project updates can make you just as visible and influential as the most talkative person on your team. Networking can also feel like a nightmare, right? The idea of walking into a room full of strangers and making small talk can be overwhelming. So let's reframe it. Instead of trying to meet everyone, focus on making 1 or 2 meaningful connections. Quality over quantity. Use your observation skills to find someone who also looks a bit overwhelmed or is standing alone. It's much easier to start a one-on-one conversation. Ask open-ended questions about their work or their interests. Remember, you're a great listener, so let them do most of the talking. People love to talk about themselves, and they'll walk away thinking you're a fantastic conversationalist. It's also crucial to find allies in the workplace. Connect with a colleague or a manager who understands and appreciates your style. This person can become your advocate, creating space for you to share your ideas or even calling on you in meetings by saying, "Sarah, you've done a lot of research on this. What are your thoughts?" Having someone in your corner can make a world of difference. Let's also talk about pushing your comfort zone, but gently. You don't need to transform into an extrovert overnight. Instead, set small, manageable goals for yourself. Maybe this week, your goal is to speak up just once in a team meeting. Next week, it might be to initiate a conversation with a colleague you don't know well. Celebrate these small victories. Each one builds your confidence and expands your comfort zone little by little. Growth is a marathon, not a sprint. Think of it this way: the modern workplace is evolving. Companies are starting to realize that a culture dominated by extroverted ideals can lead to burnout and a lack of diverse thought. The silent revolution is underway. Quiet, thoughtful, and empathetic individuals like you are essential for creating a more balanced, innovative, and collaborative work environment. You are the calm in the storm, the voice of reason, and the engine of deep, meaningful progress. Your shyness is not a weakness to be overcome. It's a part of what makes you who you are, and it comes with a unique set of strengths that are incredibly valuable. Embrace your inner observer, your deep thinker, and your master listener. Don't try to be the loudest person in the room. Aim to be the most thoughtful. Prepare, use your writing skills, focus on quality connections, and take small, steady steps forward. You have a quiet genius inside of you, and the world needs to hear what you have to say, even if you say it in your own quiet way. You are not a wallflower. You are a vital part of the workforce with the power to make a real impact. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe for more content on navigating your career and embracing your unique strengths. I'd love to hear about your own experiences in the comments below. See you next time.